R.I.P.
R.I.P. in peace. Let's
Yeah,
fucking go!
This is the thing about having my name be Rip. Every time someone says R.I.P. or like spells it out in chat, I'm like, yeah, that's what do you want?
Yes, hello?
Hi, I am here.
I mean, every time someone says G, or oh G, Gee
Yeah.
whiz,
Can I help you?
oh jeez, or even Jesus, and I'm like, yeah, what?
Yeah.
This is this is why I always go R.I.P. in peace, Ripley, just so
R.I.P.
you know.
in peace. I am not at peace. I am very stressed.
Oh, hi Gumshoe.
So, let us recap.
Yes, please.
So, Phoenix is out and about again. In
He
spite of
shouldn't
the fact
be.
that he's running a hospitalizable fever right now.
Oh yeah.
Do
He's
not
probably
understand
running
how he's let
real
out of
high.
hospital.
And Francisca has taken it into her own hands to make sure that he, well, doesn't die,
Pretty much, yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
That's
don't worry
fine.
about it.
Gumshoe managed to fix the bridge over to the inner temple.
Yeah, fuck it up,
Bless.
Gumshoe.
We met
Look it
Godot
up.
over there.
Hmm.
We met Godot over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which, why not? Where
Why
else
is he
would
there? Who is
And
he?
He went full misogynist on.
he
On
did.
Just went
This guy.
full fucking
He was being
Jesus
a dick,
Christ.
using a lot of equestrian based language for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh god, I
why-
just forgot about that.
I need to have an extra scene where Francisca just whips him. Just yells at him, being like, "What the fuck, you piece of shit!"
Anyway.
Somehow I'm just picturing the words "mommy" coming out of his mouth, which may not be the intended effect.
No.
And
No, that's the
Anyway,
intended
we
effect.
found out from Godot that there is
that
the
Maya
iron
is
place.
either in the inner temple or God knows where she is.
yeah,
Mysteriously.
and we can't
My mother.
get through the lock through through normal means without taking down the whole cave for
Hmm.
bullshit reasons.
Because
Yes, of
the
course.
island
It's well known
is.
that book
On a
cutters.
seismic fault,
floor.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
how that
structural
works.
integrity of it is basically in such a way that
There is
No
no
one
structure.
should
I'm just
live
gonna take
here
down the whole
ever,
fucking thing.
ever.
So then we
Basically.
went into the garden alongside the inner temple and discovered this.
Yeah.
Which isn't great. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
His name
Would-
written upside
would like-
down in blood on the lantern.
Yeah.
Arrow.
Huh?
That's the name. Arrow.
Yeah, you can't read that upside down. It's illegal.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
It's fine. It doesn't say anything important. It's fine.
It's a weird angle to write it out though.
Hmm.
Like I know it's probably going to be relevant later, but like weird angle.
Definitely a weird angle.
Weird angle, yeah. And we also found this off to the side.
Little charm.
A little,
Yeah.
a little charm that belongs to Elise.
Even though it really doesn't sound like it should belong to Elise.
The
Because it
Kurain
sounds like
Masters.
it belongs to the
talisman.
Green Master. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
I wonder
Wow.
who the Kurain Master is.
Oh, is she
Ah.
secretly?
Right, so we'll go and have a chat now.
Am I only just realizing this?
Moving
Maybe.
on.
Let's go and have a chat with, I believe, Bikini.
Yeah.
Let's casually ignore that the game spoiled one of the major plot points of this entire story.
Don't worry about it.
Visual spoilers. Don't worry,
Hasn't he
no one checks the court the report.
No one ever checks
No
the
one
court
ever.
record.
After 3 games of this, no one checks the court records.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry about it.
After 3 games
Yeah,
of this, it
Capcom-
still took me until now to work out what the fucking twist is.
Capcom knows their
Alright.
audience.
Dumb bitches.
Looks like no one's here. Larry!
Should you be shouting with
Maurice!
that throat?
I guess not.
What's so avalanche?
Yeah.
We're in the fucking mountains, dude.
Yeah. I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Alright.
Well, nothing
Well,
to
never mind
see.
then.
Have you considered like
See.
knocking on the door or?
Don't
No.
worry about it.
It seems you have a visitor. That was deep fucking hell.
Hey, it's Iris.
Hi, Iris.
Right.
Iris! I'm really glad to see you.
I'm very fond of her. Oh shit, here he is.
He's
The
escorting
boy.
her.
He's back.
It's the boy.
He walks
Here
the
comes
mountain.
the
He walks
boy.
up the mountain. Sorry, I need to actually. I didn't think he'd be here. I wasn't prepared.
God, yeah.
Surprise, Edgeworth.
Holy shit, it's Edgeworth.
Oh fuck, it's Edgeworth.
In my thumbnail, when I hover over Discord, because it's minimized, the thing, and it just looks like he's got a massive collar on, like some kind of vampire.
I mean,
He probably does.
It's really quite incredible.
He kind of does. That is essentially what a cravat is.
Yeah.
No, it's not the cravat. It's the temple behind.
Some
Oh,
epic
I see
collar.
it. He looks like he's got like I don't even know what that's called, but yeah, I can kind of see it.
Hold on.
Like a sort of Time Lord-esque collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very Rassilon.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I love it.
Beautiful.
Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
Ow, he's not like a politician.
Yeah, he's not a politician. I don't know how he did that.
Well, he's a
Ay,
prosecutor,
nothing
and
again.
the prosecutors work directly with the police department. So
State of emergency, though.
he worked like
Quite significant.
yeah, but he was able to petition that it was a state of emergency. They didn't have to believe him, but they did.
Mm.
Right. Do I have to believe him? Do I have to
No.
believe any of this bullshit?
No.
That's the running theme of this game. Do I have to believe any of this bullshit?
Ay, not him again.
Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Don't know why you're so southern, but I like it.
That's the drastic accent
Let
change.
him have an accent.
All right. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right? Hold it.
Wait, Edgeworth! I'm coming with you guys.
Please don't. Go back to hospital.
Please just rest. For the love of God.
Sorry, right? I can't allow you to come with us. You are currently
We're about to
suffering from a
stop.
fever of 109.
What? For plot reasons?
Yes, for plot reasons. I hate to be
plot
the one to
reasons.
break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position of having
she
been
knew.
frozen to death.
What do you mean by a delicate position? It's not like she's not been in this before.
We're gonna have to go at her with a hairdryer. Boy, am I glad she's frozen out there.
Dear Lord.
Anyway. This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere.
Come on, Edgeworth.
If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right?
But it's Maya!
Mr. Wright, all that matters is that Mystic Meyer is rescued, correct?
Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright.
Who?
Reason.
Raison!
Reason. I don't know why I'm French all of a sudden.
I listen to the voice of reason, Mr.
Oh,
Wright.
no, Jean. Mr. Armstrong, please. Why are you here?
I had
Raison.
to do a German accent in a play once, and every time I did it, it turned into French, and I just
Yeah.
could not.
I had the
I think I
opposite
did.
problem in my French oral exam where I did a German accent for the whole thing.
No.
Alex!
Bless you.
I still sound German when I speak French, it's very funny. Unless I put on like a very delicate French accent, I just
Like,
come off.
you are from Germany.
Yeah, I just
No, I'm from England. Oh, okay.
specifically I have a Nuremberg accent as well, so it's like posh German.
Oui, I am le sexy French depression.
I'm in a sexy French depression. Anyway, from now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. The game won't let you go back.
No.
We'll be going now.
Logic.
The game simply won't let you progress that direction. We'll be
Edgeworth.
going now. Yes.
Edgeworth has the power to take away your menu option.
No rights
I mean,
for you.
Phoenix Wright has no legs. It's very easy to restrict him to go in certain places.
I have removed your menu privileges.
No menu privileges for you.
Not allowed. We'll be going now. Excuse us. And he fades away.
Yeah, no one in this game has any legs. Ah! Standing?
There is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright.
On what?
I have
Aren't there
legs.
other things that demand your attention? God, I keep
Like
going
your
to
current
French.
lack of legs?
Lack of legs.
Everyone knows
No legs on
characters just
Zero
end
legs.
in their
Brain
ways.
melting fever. You know when you have a fever that high, it can actually like boil your brain.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
Oh.
not know
Right
that.
now.
That is cursed. I hate that
Yikes.
knowledge.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
not a fan.
that's why it's so important to cool people's heads when they have a fever.
Wow.
Oh,
Lord,
yikes. Okay.
that's fun.
Well, I'm going to be very worried next time I get a fever. Thanks.
No, I mean it has to be really, really, really high. But like
Okay.
109 is pretty fucking high, Phoenix. You should not be forming sentences right now.
I never had a brain anyway.
He's rarely. I
That
mean,
is true.
calling these sentences
There is not much to boil.
Ah,
It's like
She's
boiling a
right.
single key. It's not exactly hard.
oh,
Oh,
thanks for reminding me about my
It's-
brain key.
About my tiny key brain.
it's real bully feel out.
Tiny.
Did we lose the Steiny? Oh no!
Oh, no, I think Stoney's on their way home.
Yeah, I want to say there at
Oh,
this point.
all
Getting
right.
totally switching. But
Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her.
And that's saying
Ow!
something.
She's
Yeah.
so small. Oof, hang on. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright.
why are you telepathic?
He just says all of his his thoughts out loud. It's not my fault.
Oh yeah. While
Oh.
Steiny's on the way.
Yeah.
My, hello, you do? What are you doing?
How are you doing, even?
How are you doing? What are you doing? What
Oh,
are you
yeah,
doing?
What are you doing?
Right. Before we continue, here's a fun thing for you.
Okay.
Have a guess what Bikini's height is canonically.
I'm gonna say 4'8".
Nope.
I was going to say 4 too, so
She is 4'7".
I was
Oh,
close.
God, that's,
you were very close.
that's very
She is
She's
1
tiny.
meter and 40 centimeters tall.
Bless her.
Oh my
I mean-
god.
Yeah. I once worked with
Wow.
somebody who was 4'9", and it was a joy to me because I was finally taller than someone.
That's how. That's
really was.
same.
More.
That's how Pip feels in our house. I think he's 5'5", so he's the tallest.
How tall's
Oh
Maya?
no!
Isn't she tiny as well?
Maya, I think, is like 5'1".
I just had a full.
Okay.
I've got a record with like Alex and
Yeah,
Pip and
5'1".
everyone in the
Yeah,
house.
you're gonna
I'm
be
like,
so tall.
I'm gonna be a giant.
Even Maya, who is an absolute munchkin,
She's so small.
is still a head taller than Bikini.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Who's the tallest character in Ace Attorney?
I'll say Blackwell.
Yeah, I think you're right,
Blackwell.
actually. Yeah.
Maybe Gumshoe is close.
Gumshoe is very
I feel like
tall as well,
Gumshoe's
yes.
There's got to be a height chart somewhere. I'm gonna do a quick Google.
From
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth? Of course she is. Come on.
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear. That's all my fault. This has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? Yeah, and you testified against her, you whore. Sorry.
Wow.
Would you like to know? I'm sorry, I've just read this. Would you like to know who canonically the tallest?
Please, immediately.
The tallest Ace Attorney character is?
Alright,
Oh,
Yeah.
hit me. Steel Samurai?
It's Orla Shipley.
Oh my god, the
Oh my
fucking
god.
orca!
The fucking whale!
Fucking whale!
Yeah, Orla Shipley is...
exactly the tallest Ace Attorney character that actually has opposable thumbs.
Didn't realise, alright.
Oh my
They're not
god.
wrong, but
Yeah, they're not wrong.
they're not wrong.
What
Dear
a-
Lord.
What have I done to her?
Do you know who the tallest human is?
I'm finding out, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Only what you had to do, sister. Why do I sound like Nadja?
Apparently, I don't think
Oh,
this
bloody
counts.
hell.
We
Okay,
came here
so
from Europe because we are very racist against vampires.
your
That's my
list is
wife
against
prosecutor.
vampires.
Your name, it sounds like a weak ejaculation. Dick. Jesus Christ. Okay. I need to get into this voice set. I'm sorry. Hang on.
do your thing.
Do I have to?
Yeah, do it.
You mock me every time.
I think it's cool.
Right.
Okay.
So, the tallest character in canon, we haven't actually met them yet.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
so what I
Got like
found
an episode and a half.
what I
Okay.
found is apparently Maximilian Galactica with hats.
With
hats.
Tallest Ace Attorney character. It's followed by Aristotle Means without a
Oh
hat. So I
god.
think
That is-
Aristotle Means is probably the actual tallest.
In terms of
Aristotle means.
he's
Oh, Ripley, you'll remember him. Look at the chat.
Hang
Look at
on.
the stream chat in Discord.
Fucking
University.
terrifying, man.
the man with the
Oh.
man
With the
grin.
Golden Globe.
Hmm.
Zeus? Is that you?
Okay, forgive me. I played that in the middle of a fucking COVID fever. Like,
Fucking
Yes.
I have
I do not
to-
remember any of the plot, and I didn't finish it. So.
What the fuck is Max Galactica? Why have I
In
not met this man?
terms,
You've
but
met-
yeah, again, in terms of canon characters, the tallest is one we technically haven't met yet.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
the detective out of the Miles Edgeworth games.
I'm
Oh,
so
shit,
upset.
yeah.
Oh shit, Lang. Oh. How
I'm
does
so
he
upset
last
that
one?
I missed.
No.
I
Fucking
missed.
Lang, son.
I'm
The
so
other one.
upset that I missed Turnabout Big Top. It
Mm.
looks like a ride.
It's not
It
a
was-
great episode.
it
It's
was-
not a great episode.
I don't really care. I'm going through pictures of Max Galactica and I'm like, Jesus.
Steiny's
From
no
what-
voice was incredible.
Yeah, that was
yes,
fun.
it was. It was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
and then after the guy, after the detective, it's Blackwell and Godot are kind of neck and neck.
Yeah, I was going to
okay.
say Godot's quite
Oh,
tall. I
fucking
know that
Blackwell.
much.
God damn.
And then
Yeah.
Stop reminding me of all the boys I simp for. And the fact that they're all taller
just a
than
little
me.
bit below them again.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
Natrasca's not that tall. Is
I
he?
need to see this height chart. I need to see how if they're taller than me.
Let me throw it into the stream chat.
I remember in the Maximilian Galacta, he is fabulous. It's his
Yeah,
catchphrase.
to be fair,
That's
Maximilian
sorry, boy.
is wearing heels.
He's wearing heels, yeah.
And a really quite tall hat.
Yeah. And an extremely tall hat.
Oh,
What a height
man, I'm-
chart.
Oh, damn it, this is in centimeters!
Yes, it is in centimeters. The metric system. That thing that the majority of the world uses.
Listen! I know feet, and that's basically an approximation.
The judge has legs.
The
I
judge
know,
has
it's
legs.
terrifying.
There's literally only one game that you ever see them in.
Yeah.
Wow!
Judge has legs!
Fucking Apollo is a lot taller than I thought he was. Everybody draws him as really short.
Yeah.
I guess he's always, to be fair, he's always drawn next to Clavier, so...
Yes.
Yeah, Clavier is
Yeah.
very tall. Larry is taller than I thought, huh?
Yeah,
no,
Larry
I
is-
thought
Larry
Larry
is
was
really
the
lucky,
last
mate.
bastard.
Okay. No, that doesn't...
Athena's
that
cute.
doesn't seem
Sebastian's
right.
little question mark hair barely makes him
Yeah.
a bit taller.
Are we just being given like two different heights of pearl, or what's?
Okay, are we sure that this
Oh, that's-
is,
yeah.
like... Because
There's
I'm 5'11",
current Pearl, and then there's Pearl in the future.
which is
Yeah.
apparently 180 centimeters.
What?
And you're at the
6
very
foot.
top.
I'm at the
That-
very top. I
you're
am
the same
taller
height
than
as-
all of these bastards.
You're the same height as Gumshoe almost, if you count his spikes.
How
No,
am
I
taller than
think
all of these bastards?
it's down. So 180 is the line down from the top.
All right.
Yeah, it's still like I'm taller than all of these bastards, apart from like.
Yeah,
the
this
head-
doesn't feel right, because I'm surprisingly tall on this chart.
I think they're.
Yeah.
along
Also,
the
the
right-
so
fact that they've chosen a
tiny.
picture where Godot has his head down is
Hmm. Yeah, but that still means that only like 3 people are 5'11", and 5'11" is not tall.
5'11" is
5'11"
very
is
tall.
cool. Fuck you.
5'11" is tall for a woman.
I mean, all these games.
Most guys are taller than me.
I mean, to be fair, this is also like Japan heights,
I was gonna
and
say,
yeah.
they do tend to be shorter on average than European
Yeah.
heights.
People are really tall.
God. If I ever go to Japan, I'm just gonna bash my head on everything.
I mean, I'm
No, sorry. Aaron had it right.
Oh,
What?
what?
It's from the line up, not from the line down. Because Bad, the guy in grey,
Hmm.
is 6'2", 189.
oh.
Okay, that makes slightly more sense, but I'm still like
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like because they're feet. So the first line is 10.
I'm still quite
Yeah.
tall on this chart.
The top of the picture
Yeah.
is 190, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
top of the very top of the picture is 190.
Exactly.
See, I'm 5'4",
Probably
and
put picture on
that's
screen.
162. So I'm nearly
You and Mia are kind of the same kind of height.
yeah, I'm kind
all
of
work
the
this
same
out.
height. I'm kind of the same height as Mia, and that does not taller.
I'm the same height as Gumshoe.
Yeah.
A tiny bit smaller than Maya.
Mm.
How did we
this-
get onto Ace Attorney heights anyway?
I'm
This must have
Clavier
been-
height, motherfucker.
Because
When
we're
did
talking
this
to the
happen?
shortest character in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This must have been before Spirit of Justice came out. How tall's my
I
YouTube?
believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it
where is
only goes up
Pikachu, huh?
as far as Ace Attorney 2. Or
Ah,
Master Sword 2,
yeah.
I should say.
Naryuta's 178. So there you go.
Hmm.
Apparently his concept was meant to transcend gender, but that didn't really go anywhere.
Not quite.
The Matt Mercer
Mhm.
guy.
Close.
Wait, which one?
Who?
He's not on the picture.
Mercer guy.
Oh, I haven't played this far into the series
Yeah.
yet. I'm sorry.
Fucking Matt Mercer is showing up everywhere now. Everything I
Yes,
watch.
seriously.
Because he's a
Fucking
dilf.
Matt Mercer.
Because he's a dilf.
I was like, just happily watching a Demon Slayer. I'm like, wait, I fucking recognize that voice. It was Matthew fucking Mercer. That's
Yeah.
who it was.
I have that with like Matt Mercer and then Liam O'Brien at the same time. Who is
Yeah.
also in Critical Role. But he turns up in everything because he has a very sinister British accent.
Yeah, token British bad guy. There's a
Hmm.
bunch of anime voices that I recognise as well.
Yeah, I do. I'd like. Ugh. I found
Right.
like a TikTok of like the guy who voiced Zuko running into the guy who voiced Aang in New York, and they were like, "Hey, let's party!" And I'm like, all I can think of is 2 anime characters right now.
Well, the guy who voiced Zuko is Rufio, and that's all I can see him as. Rufio!
Okay,
Right,
tell us
back
about
to the thing.
bravely and truthfully testifying. Let's go.
Oh yes, do that.
Francisca von Karma, she's so pretty. Okay, what about you bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Wait, no.
What?
Mm.
What do you mean? What do you
Opposite
mean?
tune.
No?
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that.
Oh, the music went.
Mr. Bluesuits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh? Ah!
That's the sound of Lemmy.
Yeah. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular.
You're the only ones who've said that to me.
Oh.
One of them through coercion.
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shell to a shrew.
I wish I knew what that meant.
Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright?
Gibt es ein Problem, Phoenix Wright?
It's ein problem?
Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something.
Sprechen Sie
it's-
bullshit?
Guess it's time to break those psyche locks of hers. Alright,
Let's fucking
Yeah, let's go.
take it.
take it!
Take it!
That's a lot of
Holy
locks.
Lord.
That's a lot
That
of
is a lot of
locks.
That's a lot of lux.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go!
Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me.
Is it?
I'm con- Yes. This once, it is.
Yes, because it's like black as pitch to me. I can see nothing.
It's just, is it? Yeah.
I'm the protagonist. I decide when I see things. I'm convinced that Miss Alistanim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What are you talking about? She was... Mrs. Elise was an author. Just an author of picture books. And yet we call her Mystic Elise.
To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Bum, bum, bum.
Suspicious?
Why don't you fucking say
Yes,
anything, Phoenix?
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be
plot.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Mr. Nim's true identity. It's my badge!
Look at it, it's so shiny.
It's so
It
shiny.
is bad.
Is this?
Look at this
Yes.
badge.
Mr. Nim had this charm with her at all times.
You...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then... What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
This thing speaks volumes about who Mr. Nim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Mr. Nim's true identity.
Oh shit.
There's
This-
the,
Oh
there's,
shit.
there's the
Is this
logo.
Gravy.
It's the
Yeah.
same symbol. And it's the same delicious smell.
Mm.
Tasty.
The painting's obscured by this gravy stain at the moment.
Just tap it off, it's fine.
Phoenix, you have the photo of it before the
Please look at this version and not this version. Did you throw
Oh,
gravy on
goodness,
it?
hello.
But this scroll shows the master of the Quran channeling technique. The crest at the top of The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adores the talisman. Adores? The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her.
I didn't even fucking notice that.
Okay, my bad.
Mhm. R.I.P. No die. I've played this before.
Did you? Sorry.
Mhm.
This crest is reserved for the Master of Gurain.
I would have told you that nonsense. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nimbus. Stop being a dick.
Mhm.
The new Master, Maya Fey, told me.
What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Face?
Daughter?
Darn!
Yes.
Wow, that's a fucking plot twist.
Mhm.
Are you sure? 'Cause that would make it a real shame that I froze her to death.
In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor.
Kinda sounds like Maya had an oldest daughter.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bad phrasing.
Misty!
Oh shit.
Oh, damn!
There you go. Finally.
Misty Glees graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
I thought she was in prison.
That's her sister, isn't it? Pearl's his mom.
Yeah, I get them confused.
Mhm.
Me too.
What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
The Quran tells. Oh my god.
Mhm. You're right there.
Just flipping all over the place. Yeah. The Quran. Look. Oh. The Quran.
That's you.
I can't not say Quran in a southern accent. The Quran talisman is the symbol of the master of Quran.
Ooh.
The bearer must carry it with them always until their death.
You eating fence?
No.
Francesca just wanted to try that gravy.
Delicious.
So, Alista Nim was really Maya's mother, huh? 3 games later,
no
we
one
finally meet her.
Mhm.
She was Misty Faye, the master of the Quran challenge. Oh my god! The master of the
There, so
You're right there,
bad.
Lotta. You're right there, Lotta.
Quran channeling technique.
Yeah.
The truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here.
Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why do you... Fuck me, Jesus Christ. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
What happened?
Red text.
In red text.
Well,
What's happening?
Oh no!
It can't be.
Oh no, an earthquake! Just as we're about to receive a vital bit of information!
Oh no!
I hate it when this I hate it when this happens!
You guys could act a little surprised.
Oh no! Earthquake!
What?
oh
Did
my
you
god.
say earthquake? Sorry.
Ah,
Ah!
it's a fucking earthquake!
Oh my goodness! This guy have Tribulations.
My god, this is going on for a while, this earthquake!
Do you know Temple? Temple?
The secret cabin in the training hall! And my bed will give in!
What?
Oh, Maya dead. Maya dead.
Oh, she fucking dead!
Oh, she fucking dead.
You're fucking dead!
She fucking dead. It seems to have passed.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go.
No, Felix, you don't
What?
have the menu options.
Phoenix, no, you don't have the menu options.
Edgeworth, get them back, goddammit.
What? Where?
To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? I sure hope we get time to.
Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. I'm not sure it's going to be enough for an earthquake.
Yeah.
My god, the building collapsed, but it's cool!
It's
first
cool,
aid kit.
I have bandages. Come on then, Phoenix, right? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Because I'm cool,
Thank
and
you.
you're not.
Yeah. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright.
I'm gonna guess no.
Oh no.
You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Your husband?
Always, Natrasca, always.
You're a fucking simp. You're such a simp. You're a simp.
Come on, let's go. Edgeworth doesn't do too good with earthquakes. We've got to hurry
Kinda
to
has
the
a crippling phobia of them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We've got to hurry to the inner temple and
Oh. Fuck, sorry, I didn't realise he'd be there.
twice
He's
he's put
just
you off
there.
guard.
I was drinking tea.
Twice an Edgeworth
Right.
has appeared when
Oh,
you
mate.
least expect it.
I know! Like, I just. Ugh. Anyway. He looks great.
No one expects
Right.
the Edgeworth Inquisition.
No one expects the Edgeworth Inquisition.
What are you doing here?
Cowering from this earthquake. Gah. How could I have.
How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up?
Be nice.
Hey, why am I getting whipped?
He's traumatized. I can't traumatize him further.
She's gone.
No.
Which one?
The defendant, Iris. I've clarified it for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's gone.
God, you're a fucking dramatic bitch. Just don't use the fucking the royalty.
I'm sorry. Is my trauma
Don't be
source
sorry.
of entertainment for you?
You trauma lost us a defendant.
Can't
Anyway.
fucking help it. I've got fucking PTSD from fucking earthquakes, and this bitch over here saying, "Oh, losing the defendant."
You ride an elevator every day just fine.
Listen, I had an arc, and I got over that.
Well, apparently not one bit of it. Anyway.
Honestly, I think this is a very plausible fear for Edgeworth to have. Let him have it.
It is. I just like arguing. Gone where?
I don't fucking know. She fled. She escaped.
What?
I knew I should have handcuffed her.
Kinky.
She's in police custody. Get your mind out of the gutter. What is wrong with you?
Hey, Edgeworth never has dirty
Anything.
thoughts, ever.
Edgeworth is not straight.
So,
No, he's not.
it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness.
Me.
Earthquakes.
His fear
Two
of
and two
earthquakes.
weaknesses. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. Like I had control over myself.
That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it?
It was very traumatic, right?
Let's be vague about
I
what.
have PTSD. That's
The
no excuse for
DL6
that.
incident.
That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side.
We haven't seen her.
Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom for a meteorite.
Right, hang on. Look at the right top. Look at
I
the
made a good
bottom. There you go.
one picked up on it.
Wait, Edward.
You asked to search the not the bottom.
Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross.
No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth.
What are you talking about?
Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation?
Well, listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary.
Right.
Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now.
Alright, let's go. There we
Thank you for giving me my
go!
feet back, Edgeworth.
yeah.
You have your menu privileges back.
Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in.
Yay!
But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected.
Psyche-locks.
What the
Oh
fuck?
god! Oh god!
There's more of them?
God, they fucking multiplied!
What could there be?
Wasn't? Yeah, there was just one there before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even more looks.
What is the meaning of this? Iris! Hi, Iris.
Hi, Iris!
Wait, do we have a G?
Yeah, I think their internet might have given out.
Yeah.
Oh, flippin' shot.
You want me to pick up?
Please tell me, what the hell is going on? To be continued? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
To be continued.
To be continued.
To be
Yes.
continued.
Continued.
Yeah, Misty Faye's back. Although she's dead, but she's
Yeah,
back.
Misty Faye is apparently dead, not dead. Iffy, kind of iffy on the dead front.
Well, she's dead now.
Well, she's dead now, yeah.
Yeah.
She could have been dead before, we're not sure.
That's a lot of locks.
It is, fucking hell.
That is so many.
Right. Is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I can do it if you like. Like,
Yeah, I don't mind. It's up to you
everyone's
guys,
very
up to
quiet.
you.
I don't want. I can't. What fucking voice do I give Iris back?
I don't know, hi. That's all I know. Could go Southern.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't.
It's pretty good.
Thank you. It's not possible for me.
What?
During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying you can't undo the new locks? Yes.
Now you're talking to yourself again.
Shit.
If only I was stronger. I could rip these locks off with my bare hands!
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you'll want to talk with your face all green. go to hospital, right?
What?
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll sort out your stupid boyfriend. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Even though there's like a guy dying of fever right next to him.
Oh, don't go get any rest. It's fine.
Understood.
Stubborn.
Not happy. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
I
It
fade
fades away.
Edgeworth. Lusting.
Edgeworth.
He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Damn!
Dang, roasted. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix. Right. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I have a friend with a top hat. You might know him. I might give him a call.
I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Just switch over voices, apparently.
Yeah. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. Is that good? I don't know.
Oh god, she's still here.
Yeah, I like it.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw this savage cabin.
The Sabbath cabin.
The savage cabin. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was all right, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean... Fuck me! That is hard to say with some accent. These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are 100 of... fuck!
It's okay.
I cannot speak!
New voice. It's understandable.
Yeah. There are 100 of ways to set them. That's why only one person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma.
Why did you full name me just? That was very weird.
Guess what I
You do it all the time.
No, it doesn't. On me it sounds okay. On you it sounds weird. You can't do that again.
It doesn't have full name privileges.
You have no full name privileges.
When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them, in case you couldn't see.
In case you didn't see. What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. Sorry for the weird pause, I had to take a breath. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct. What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if we went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
Whole day?
Well, it's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
Gotta wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now.
Can someone just slip us some food through the bars? Jesus Christ!
You know, that would be a good idea. Can't I put a drone in there? It's like 2023.
Yeah,
isn't it?
just
Or
slip
something.
a can of beans or something.
You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be? Phoenix, right?
I think it's obvious, Francisca von Karma.
Stop doing that.
Iris,
It's weird.
on the night of the murder, where were you?
Hmm?
Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then you were spotted at the scene of a crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were...
Well,
Well-
Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth.
Dun dun dun.
Well.
Yet.
Mm.
I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Oh.
No. Bless her.
Guess we move.
I guess it's
Yeah.
time
Oh.
to move.
Yeah,
what should
I
we head
regret
bottom?
giving Iris a Southern Belle accent. I don't know why, it just doesn't... I feel like it doesn't fit that right.
Okay, I mean, you can always change it. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You can
No
make it.
worries.
Remember the accent I gave Dahlia?
I can just make it soft and breathy.
Yeah. That's
I
what
think
I did.
I think that's the best for Iris, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm here now.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
How you
Me
doing?
home. I'm good. I just got home.
Good. Okay.
I was
yeah.
I was smart and I left the air conditioning on when I was at work so that it's not like
Good stuff.
awful in here.
Oh,
Ah,
very,
okay.
very smart.
Good idea.
It was a hot one today.
Mm.
The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time.
Mutter, mutter.
I was gonna say you were gonna say the words. aren't you?
Yes, I am. How could I have done that?
Wow. Can't believe it's still bothering you.
It's been a whole, what, 5 minutes?
To be honest, I kind of can. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll
He
let
left.
that. Fucking left.
Mm.
Goodbye.
Out. Bye. Laters.
Don't you dare run away. Run away, he's
Peace
running.
out. Fucking
Thank you,
peace out.
Phoenix.
What do you want, right?
They're
What
just
do I
doing the fucking
want?
Benny Hill theme over around the fucking temple.
What do I want? What do I really, really want?
If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh the way.
I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth.
Give him a hug, you coward!
You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something and read text concerning Iris.
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
Something terrible.
Something terrible.
You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance that this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood? And the talisman in the snow?
Yes, all things you found earlier on in the game, exactly.
Yes, I remember that.
As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder.
But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you?
We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
I'll be suspecting Maya of murder again.
Yeah,
Edgeworth,
I
come
mean,
on.
it's a bit of a reach, to be honest.
She's been accused of murder like 7 billion times.
So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes.
No, I have crippling PTSD. No, though, thankfully my nightmares have stopped. God. This poor man, Jesus Christ!
Laugh through the pain. Laugh through the pain.
I've been severely traumatized. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. In case you didn't know, it all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse.
It's horrifying.
It's genuinely horrifying.
Oh, I'm saying this out loud, am I?
I mean, I am, apparently.
I need to recount my life story to you. Hang on.
Yeah, of course, Phoenix, it's been established you say everything in your internal monologue out loud.
Yeah.
There is no
Very
internal
much-
monologue, it is purely
very-
external.
It is an external monologue. It's very, very loud. You just seem to do it all the time.
Just
Yeah,
any
this is my
time Phoenix has a
chair.
conversation. Like, did you, like, I lost my phone the other day, did you see it? It all started yesterday when I got in from work.
No, Phoenix!
Phoenix!
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, and we passed out. That's when it happened. Fucking murder.
It's fucking murder.
That single gunshot shattered my whole life. What you say?
What you say?
Oh, that it's all the best, Anyway. I lost everything that day. All because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. So no, I'm still not fucking over it, Phoenix.
It's been more than 17 years now.
Yeah, trauma doesn't fucking go away.
Yeah, and that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? I mean, I was there. I don't know what I'm saying,
I mean,
right?
probably. I don't
did it.
know.
You were there. You did do that.
You did resolve that.
Yeah, I guess we were both there.
You're both there.
You
We know
think
you were
I
there.
don't? You think I don't know that? I was there, but
We're literally both there. I don't know how you don't know this.
we were both there. This is for the benefit of the player who might have put this down for a couple of months.
Probably.
It was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, right? There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me.
Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? I'm gonna say that to myself. Everything else out loud. That to myself. I think the wrong
That bit.
thing.
Literally,
Oh,
you're
whoops.
conversing with the Edgeworth, and you just say
The
that
Edgeworth.
instead. The Edgeworth.
The Edgeworth.
Anyway, after all that trauma dumping,
Yeah.
there was, there was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before, specifically.
So you
Specifically.
went. So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for her file.
Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. Took a while, I've done a lot. And I was right. I had seen her face before. 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. I won on a technicality, can you imagine?
No doubt.
So, who is she?
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
After everything we've
This
discussed,
seems like a very weak argument.
Mr. What the fuck?
That's like, my dude. My
Why
dude.
not?
My dude. My dude.
It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case.
Please. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case.
Let's not mention the fact it's on Dusky Bridge, sure.
Yeah, let's not mention the fact that
No. That woman is completely unrelated in red text to this murder.
despite the fact they look exactly the same.
Unrelated. Unrelated?
Unrelated. Sorry. Yes, I can say that with complete confidence in red text.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew.
Present!
What do I got?
Present.
I don't think... Don't have anything yet.
Haven't you got the profile?
No. Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. I believe I remember what we do, though. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Oh yeah, Pearls is knocking around somewhere.
Oh yeah, somewhere. We don't know where, but somewhere.
She's chilling, don't worry about
She's
it.
just vibing.
Vibing.
It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh!
Hey, it's Pearl!
Oh,
He's baby. He's the baby.
it's a baby.
He's
Aw.
the baby.
Oh shit, who wants Pearl?
Oh. Oh, do we not have Steiny?
Steiny? Do you
Steiny?
want to be Pearl?
I don't want to hear
I guess
Steiny.
not.
I'll pick up.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Why is my... Sorry. Pearls! What are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Miss Skidmire? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Maurice.
What do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry.
This is the loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves.
This is the what?
The what now?
Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
She has failed nothing.
You're
You have failed
sharing it.
everything.
You're sharing this with a small child. Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawrence did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. Ugh.
We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way!
My dude.
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man?
No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, stick my.
She kind of has bigger
Sorry.
problems than Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore.
Please be nice
Oh,
to
rude.
this child.
Yeah. What am I
You're a
gonna do
good
with
loser,
him?
but leave Pearl out of it.
He's a
Yeah.
nice
All right then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
It's shit.
Wow.
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Loris even, I don't fucking know how to pronounce it.
One of them.
Yeah.
One of them. I'll say it differently every time.
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you.
You're not like anything.
I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck.
Look at that pose.
He scrimmed. He scrimmed.
Does he not have a pillow?
No.
He doesn't, no. He just...
No, he's kind of
Yeah.
lying though.
And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture.
And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value.
Hey, what did the look down on your face?
Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm 5 years old. I don't actually know how old she is.
I am 5.
I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of a murder, you were supposed to be in Mr. Nim's room, reading a book together. But Mr. Nim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Psyche look time, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Psyche looks on an 8-year-old.
Oh, wow. Boy.
The way they have
They
to...
made it hover above her head because it was too low of a
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared in red text.
What? Her powers have disappeared in regular text? What do you mean your
subtext?
What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Bitch, I might have. Ah!
Way to go, Nick! You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Ah!
Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her psyche locks to get the truth out of her. Yes. At some point, you are. Alright, let's check out... Temple, indeed.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere.
That would be
Oh
nice.
my.
That'd be nice. They deserve that.
I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type.
He sure is.
Oh, here she is.
She's still on edge.
She's not having a great day.
Oh, did no one come here to update you? I was having rotten potatoes
no.
with Larry. Yes, hi, Bikini.
Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern?
It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 blocks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
Oh wow, this music.
But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Karine that word.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes. You were telling me how the Master of Kurine disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Fae suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... no, I mean Mystic Misty. Why did they do that? Arrived.
Mystic Misty?
Mystic Misty.
Mystic Misty.
Mystic Misty. That's catchy.
Yeah.
After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Karine tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them.
Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Karine, and her daughters, the main family. All of the other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan.
Which seems like a bullshit system.
Yeah, it seems like
murders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say seems like something that might cause some attention.
That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line.
It's almost like hereditary systems are bullshit.
Yeah, maybe you should change that.
Is the power of the master worth this much bloodshed?
Oh, Phoenix.
No.
Oh, you have no idea.
Absolutely not.
That you can't have that.
The main corrupting influence on humanity is power.
Sorry, my cat was being a turd. You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do.
We've used it in court before. We probably shouldn't have.
It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask to Mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial too. In case you didn't remember, that was this game. You have no excuse.
That was this game. We've had a couple of times the other games that were much cooler.
thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her most.
You should probably stop relying on your dead boss.
Yeah.
I kind of suck.
Just let it rest in peace, my dude.
Funny that
can't.
you should say that.
Every time Phoenix does something dumb, she turns over.
I mean,
She's like, oh, what?
I mean, we're
I
kind
was
of
seeing
shit
Frida
out of luck.
Kahlo. She was just showing me a good time, my dude, honestly. But like, what do you want?
I mean, with Maya missing, potentially dead, and Pearl's power gone, we're kind of shit out of luck this time.
Yeah, you kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Quran technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to communicate with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know? Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you?
I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Don't believe in it anymore, you see? All because of one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake?
We know about that.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
That incident. Is she talking about what I think she is?
Wow, everyone's hinting at something really heavily. Maybe you should actually
Yeah.
describe it.
Maybe it's the same incident Edgeworth was talking about.
Could be. Could
I'm
be.
sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
The DL6 incident. I knew it.
Dun dun dun.
The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
A murder that took place 17 years ago.
It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Quran tradition openly involved in.
And you fucked it.
It was all over the media. The public, the judiciary, the people of Quran Village.
I mean, it's Gregory.
Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth.
Oh, that was you, sorry.
But I know the truth.
Monologue.
Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Quran tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
She mean Maya? I mean, yes.
Yeah, Maya doesn't really do anything, to be honest. She just kind of follows us around.
But yeah, Gregory Edgeworth was channeled by Misty Faye, and he got his murderer wrong. So that's kind
Well,
of.
he didn't get his murderer wrong. He just didn't want to point it onto his like fucking 7-year-old son.
Well, it wasn't him either.
Good point, yeah.
He was only able to recount what it was that he knew.
Yeah, he was unconscious when he was murdered. Kind of sucks. But yeah.
Also, his murderer was outside of the place where he died.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
we
was
literally
black.
could never
It was a blackout. Like,
Had
He
no
literally
idea.
could never have seen him.
Yeah.
like pretty shoddy case to bring in a spirit medium, to be honest, when the victim probably wouldn't have even seen anything.
Yeah, you'd think that you'd know after you died, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but it was like dark and shit, so.
Well, I think he passed
I reckon
out.
you can just quiz God on who killed you after you died.
Yeah, I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You
just be
didn't- if you
"Hey,
didn't
who
know."
killed me?
Oh yeah, I think he passed out because of oxygen deprivation,
Yeah.
and then Manfred von Karma came in and shot him. Anyway.
The spiritual power of the Quran channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums.
Maya, is that you?
Yeah, it's me! I'm alive! I'm slowly dying on the other end of a bridge!
Sometimes I can still hear her voice.
Burgers!
It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power.
Yeah, because we're boss bitches.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Amy. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right, and it's always the cause of tragedy.
You
Hey,
know,
like- Abdicate.
That feels like a good idea.
you know, Maya had a sister too, an older sister named Mia.
Oh yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result.
People become lawyers for really weird fucking reasons in this game.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
Do you
That's a lot
know
of law school to go to for like a fucking personal vendetta.
it really is?
Mm.
Yeah,
Do you
like-
know?
Sorry, go on.
It's okay. Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
That's actually really sweet.
Oh, so she did abdicate.
Mm.
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia started... Why? Words. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Oh yes. Morgan? There's a name I know well.
There's a
This
name
song.
I've not heard in a long time.
That's a good impression, by the way.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Kurine Village. What she did was terrible. Look at her huge hair. It was all so she could make it was all so she could make
Mushroom
her
dance.
own daughter the
Mushroom
next
dance.
master. Mushroom event happening in Kurine Village.
Who's that Pokemon?
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? Iris?
Oh,
What's
you
Iris
didn't
got to do with
realise.
any of this?
Dun, 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 dun,
But Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
dun, 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 dun.
Fucking Jeremy Kyle episode.
Iris is what?
Oh, Phoenix, you're so stupid.
Oh,
You've been
this-
banging a
this-
psychic, son.
This whole fucking game just got turned on its head.
You're telling me? Well.
I was like, what?
Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Well. Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
How
I
many
have to
times
keep
do you have to
repeating
say
this. I'm
this?
so... What?
Fucking oops!
Oops, I did it
You already
again.
knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
I have. I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearls. Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child.
You just! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sucker.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of people don't have any idea about, isn't there?
No one really knows genealogy in this game.
And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, to assume is to make an ass out of you and me.
Lots of dots.
Oh,
Mystic
sorry,
Morgan.
yes.
Many dots.
So many dots. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
She's on death row.
Yes. Ever since she was found to be co-conspirator in a murder case last year.
Hmm.
It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. Also, look at these graphics. 2 people on screen at once. Whoa.
Wow.
Holy shit,
Wow.
guys.
Holy shit, lads.
They put 2 sprites next to each other? Are you kidding me?
Budget,
They
man.
could do that.
Only in black and white.
How do
I was literally
Yeah,
just about to say
there are
that.
some limits, you know.
Oh dear.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time.
Oh, pardon me.
Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
Wait.
For free?
For free?
Dun-dun-dun.
Yes. Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl.
Oh, you know what?
Pearls.
They really dropped off on the flower names.
Yeah, they really did.
What? Twin sister? This sounds like it solves a lot of questions I had.
Right? Not like we absolutely knew this.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I had no idea. This has completely blindsided me.
Me too. Oh,
Go.
didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled.
Angry.
It wasn't
damn.
many years later that Karine's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
Harsh.
Rude.
How awful.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened.
He was a jeweler, huh?
He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? Oh, come on. ...
No.
Dots. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Probably another flower name.
Yeah.
Is
This
it-
sounds perfect.
Is it...
Rose.
Rose? Well, that's a clue, I
Lily.
guess. A jeweler. Lily?
Lily. Delphinium.
Rose.
Thank
Rose
you very
again.
much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Girls had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mr. Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls.
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. He was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris has a secret spooky silhouette twin sister.
Secret spooky silhouette twin sister. The worst kind of twin sister.
That's the worst kind.
Mm.
The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info.
Dun,
Alright.
dun, dun. Yeah, but we don't have any
Who?
questions. But from who?
Oh yeah, I should probably check out the court record. Look at that. Let's have a look at the profile. We got Morgan Fay in here now. She's in solitary
shit.
confinement. Older sister of Misty Fay and mother of Pearl and Ired. And yeah, somebody.
Question mark,
be?
girl.
Who could that be?
I mean,
Who?
they could fill out the age if they know how old Iris is. They're twins.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Oh, Phoenix. Come on, she's 25.
He's so fucking stupid.
It's not like the twin sister is going to be 24.
What if
Of
one of
course.
them was born on February the 28th and the other one was born on February the 29th?
Oh shit.
And today is February 9th. Don't worry about it. Also, clearly her hair must be exactly the same if they're twins. Same hairstyle.
Yeah,
they
same
just kept
hairstyle.
it. It's like if I was twins with someone, I would change my hair up radically.
Yeah.
Just for the hell of it.
Alright, in the courtyard. Oh, someone's here.
Dot, 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 dot.
Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming?
Yay!
Gumshoe's humming.
No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Crane. Whoop! I love my job.
Jesus Christ,
Oh my
dude, this is
God.
a murder scene.
Who cares if the clue I found, the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about.
It kind of is.
The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way.
What is he supposed to be singing
I have
along
no
to?
idea.
It's no woman.
I would have
reggae.
never guessed that
Yeah.
Gumshoe was in a reggae.
What
it's no
reggae?
woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
No cry.
No motive, no
motive, no
crime.
crime.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight.
Yeah.
Just like,
Huh? Who? Me?
I'm even standing there.
No, the
Just
other
long
pal.
enough.
I
Just
just got
long
here.
enough.
Oh, okay.
well, that could have been embarrassing. Woof.
So what are you up to, detective?
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
Real murder weapon.
That Bob sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? Huh. So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
It's going.
It's going. You didn't know anything.
It's an investigation, all right.
It sure is, pal.
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Indian Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at the HQ.
What? You mean...
I don't know the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cabin, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here?
You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godot.
Godot? What did he mean by that? About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is a burnt up old letter.
Burnt up old letter?
Yeah, it was in the incinerator right outside the inner temple.
The incinerator? I knew it! I knew I wasn't imagining it! Flashback. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it.
It burned.
But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
I wonder who.
What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. That has got no relation to the case.
How much?
Spirit mediums. I'll take that, thank you very much.
Yoink!
It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought.
Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
Thanks, Gumshoe. Let's have a read, shall we?
Yeah.
Be careful.
Be careful.
It's all burned. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is... Goddamn pot! Here's a picture of her. Once this is burned, tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fire of Hades, and bring our vengeance to fruition. Holy shit.
Gravely roast.
Gravely roast the master.
Now, where have I heard that before?
Gravely roast.
Gravely roast.
One might a marshmallow.
Sounds like something that a child might read improperly. if they
Gravely
didn't have
roast.
in English.
Oh
At least
no.
helping someone read some words properly.
Oh no.
Anyway, we'll save that for later.
Mhm.
So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the shishishito that was found impaled in the victim's body.
Right.
Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court yesterday.
Today, apparently.
Yes, that's true. Oh, yeah, no, it would have been in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, we found a busy fucking day.
Yeah.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah. And man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got the feather of forensics in our cap these days.
Ah! There it is. There's the feather. You okay?
Steiny? You okay?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Peanut is being.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Aw,
No.
Cats.
Peanut.
We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon?
Please tell me it's missile.
Please tell me.
Miss
What's
up,
this
secret
miss
weapon
up,
of
miss
yours?
up,
Give me the
miss up.
dog gumshoe.
You want to know? You gotta think scientifically, okay?
Alright.
The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right?
That's not how that works, but okay.
Any questions so far?
Can't you make
No.
swords out of different materials?
I guess. But I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector!
Missile would have been
Wait.
better.
Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming a mile away.
Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go?
This is barely
Huh?
scientific.
Me?
I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not?
Yeah, help
Oh,
him.
fuck it,
I think
why
that-
not?
We'll help him out.
Have a go.
Come on, pal. It's good fun. I'm telling you.
Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go.
Oh my god, this chair is so creaky. I'm so sorry.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best.
Oh lord, what's your budget?
It's so sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high tech you could skydive off it. Gumshoe,
Oh,
that's not how the phrase high tech works. So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's
Alright.
possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure, that's what we're trying to find out.
Right. So first, let's turn the detector on.
Look at it.
A little mini game.
Oh, I think it's also scrolling.
Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you've hit on something metallic. But when that happens, press enter to give the area a good hard stare.
Press enter.
Enter. The enter button.
This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight, too. Take a good look at everything and everything that seems suspicious. Okay, Val?
Alright.
We're under control.
Here we go. I can move the cursor around. Where should we go first, folks? How about this suspicious looking ladder?
Very suspicious.
Look, a ladder!
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal.
Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects.
I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time.
He's a lawyer. That's literally his job.
He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing.
They're
Oh,
really
gosh, no,
not.
baby.
No, they're not. They're completely different.
Oh my
You
god.
have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow. Don't you?
You could say that about potatoes.
Listen,
And
you
leeks.
gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you could miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal.
The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me.
Being mean.
Hey! Achievement unlocked. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ladders versus step ladders. Nice. Alright. There's... This is metal?
Sled is apparently
I
metal.
guess it's metal.
Looks plastic to me.
That's odd. This sled's made of plastic.
It says bikini number 1 on the side.
Maybe there's something under it. Hey, what's this? A badge?
Aha! I've been hunting low for that thing.
Gumshoe. It's yours, detective?
That thing's priceless to a guy like me, pal. A cop can't be a cop without his badge. I'm sure glad I put that diamond there now.
How did you manage to drop your badge here, of all places?
I know! I bet it happened this morning. I was playing around with the sled and...
Stop right there. I don't need to hear anymore.
Hear more.
I need to hear more. That'd be fun.
Well, this is metal, of course.
We know that's metal.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That
sorry,
Shishishito
Gumshoe.
next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it out anyway.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one.
Yes, I heard something about that.
You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division?
Do you think about that kind of stuff, detective?
Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger.
Oh god.
There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger.
What's the humor
There
value?
most certainly
the humor
is.
value, the terror value.
Oh no.
Why
What
is
have we
that
here?
This is Mistanin's staff, isn't it?
Concealed sword.
Scientifically speaking, they're
Sword.
usually made of wood.
Sword. Get a sword. Please be.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it?
It's weird that this thing is causing a racket.
Here, let me take a look at it.
Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
Oh shit.
The top is coming off.
Look what you've done! You've damaged a really important piece of evidence!
Ah!
Sword.
Sword!
Sword.
Y'all are children, I swear.
Sword.
Sword!
Seriously, you
Listen,
see one
if someone
hidden
has a
sword in a
sword,
cane.
Sword!
In a cane. It is the coolest fucking shit you've seen that entire
Concealed
day.
sword!
Just give me a
That's
concealed
a-
sword. Just give me a concealed sword.
A sword.
Inside the staff.
Is this... Could it be?
The murder weapon?
I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed their own foot.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works.
You're trying so hard.
If a real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey, Gumshoe. Who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it.
Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh?
I could have cleaned it.
No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, cool. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal.
It's about the same length as the Shichishito, too. This must be the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over the forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it isn't wiped off. See you later, pal.
And off he goes.
Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight.
Wait up, detective!
Why are they like that?
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know? You interrupted me in the middle of my jab session.
You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Sorry, I didn't press the button. Would you mind holding off for just a while?
Huh? What are you talking about, pal?
Please! Just wait until we find Maya.
Maya? What's this got to do with her?
I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach.
You sure that's not the fever?
I mean...
Probably the fever.
Oh? How so?
Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and... well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
You don't think... Maya's been murdered?
Please, detective. Let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern.
You're looking kind of Viridian there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay. Now you take good care of it, pal.
Thank you, detective.
Well, ha! I was hiding behind the corner the entire time and you didn't see me. You
Oh shit!
For fuck's sake, Francis.
I am amazing at my job.
Don't worry. She'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya? Huh, pal?
Sure. Thanks.
I love him so much.
I can't help but wonder, though, what was Elise Nin doing with a staff like this in the first place?
Protection?
Probably, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta stab a bitch.
Sometimes you just want a cane with a sword in.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta... yeah. Alright, well now we have some crucial evidence to show to Edgeworth. There we go. Why was I like, where am I going? God, why can't I just use my legs, god damn it? Alright, hey Edgeworth.
It's always really difficult to navigate in these games.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least in Edgeworth's games, he can walk.
He's got legs.
Yeah, he's got legs. Yeah, that's the buff Phoenix Wright never got.
The legs.
Hey Edgeworth, isn't this convenient? Hey Edgeworth! Did you know that Iris had a twin sister?
What? A twin? You can't be serious.
Unfortunately, Sister Bikini told me. But the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin.
There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked.
Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think.
A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
That's right, it's me, bitches!
Ah, fuck.
This motherfucker.
This is like the fucking what's that? I forget what movie it's from, but you know that GIF, surprise bitches, I bet you thought you'd think the last of me.
I think that's from Scream
American Horror
Queens.
Story.
I thought it was Scream Queens.
I think it's American Horror Story.
She's in
Coven.
both. I get them confused.
Yeah, I
This
think
one.
it's Coven because she comes back from like I think she's in like a dream sequence after she's like spoiler alert died, and she's just like surprised, bitch, you probably
Yeah,
to the
that
left
gif.
of me. Yeah,
That is exactly it.
Rise,
That-
bitch! Bet you thought you saw the last of me.
she plays the same spoiled rich girl in both of them. It's fine.
Yeah, I get them confused.
Yeah, valid of you.
Yes, exactly. I recently saw American Horror Story Apocalypse, like, without having seen any of the other
That was
American
a weird
Horror
ass fucking
Stories.
series. Dear lord.
I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed Mr. Antichrist, I think he was very good casting.
Yeah,
Very good at micro expressions.
he's cool.
Yes, exactly.
Please tell me what... Please... Please! Voice break. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. My voice didn't crack there.
It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
You're talking about Terry Falls, right?
You know about that case?
I know all your secrets, Edgeworth.
Wow, okay.
That's almost sorry.
Very sinister.
You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago.
Yes. Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. You can tell it was a long time ago because of the sepia old-time movie effect.
Okay.
Whee! Plop.
Thanks for describing that. Why?
I'm really leaning into the gravitas of the situation.
Imagine him like doing the falling motion of his hand. Plop. Like that. Okay.
I just went.
That was an explosion. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler.
You don't say.
I do say.
Oh, you do.
I do.
Fuck. Oh.
I do say.
And 5 years after that,
More sepia.
more CPAS, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Half-sister, I assume. Or stepsister, maybe.
Yeah, I think stepsister. I'm not
Stepsister
Yeah.
would make sense, yeah.
Her sister?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that-
I'm glad we taught this out. Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's... Well, read this again, pardon me, sorry.
Dahlia's father's second wife.
There we go. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife.
Oh. Oh. And this is when she entered my life.
Wait, hang on.
What?
wasn't Valerie like older?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, so we've established that this guy left. Was it? Wait. So we've established that this dad left. Mushroom Cloud head lady. I can't remember her name.
Yes.
Morgan.
In Karain Village.
Yes.
Went to go get another wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Valerie is the child of the second wife.
Yeah, she could have been married and had a kid before.
Yeah, before they met.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Never mind. I'm dumb.
No, it's okay. It's confusing enough.
It is very. It's
Dahlia's
unnecessarily
father's second
convoluted.
wife's
Yeah.
Sister. Dahlia's father's second wife's sister's only child. I don't even know at this point.
That's a lot of
Cousin twice removed.
If they just gave him a name, they wouldn't have to say all that. Anyway.
Yeah.
The woman. No, I almost said woman. Francisca's
The
getting
woman.
to me. Francisca, what are you doing?
It wasn't me, it was you. I'm just apparently in fidget.
So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia?
Fucking dead.
Did you check that out?
Does it really matter?
I mean,
a little bit.
Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case.
Why are you so sure about that?
What is that smile?
Smuggler smile? What's that about, Edra?
Knife cat.
What's that
Little
about?
sneaky smirk.
Knife cat.
Where's the blood?
I don't actually think I've ever seen that sprite before.
It's just knife cat.
Hang on,
I need to find this photo and send it.
Did they add it for this? Just this?
No, I don't. It wouldn't make sense to, but hang on.
Have you got
I
it?
need to find knife cat.
Can I click off or?
No, I haven't got. I wasn't taking a photo of anything. I just need to find knife cat on my phone.
Oh, okay. Alright.
You know, it's the photo of the cat's. What? did a little sideways glance there. It's simple.
Yeah, like
Dahlia
that.
Hawthorne is dead.
There's knife cat. There's knife cat. I love knife cat.
Yeah.
Wait, she's what?
She's fucking dead.
She's fucking dead.
She's fucking dead.
Well, she
What?
murdered someone. She's sentenced to death.
Yeah, death row. It's my favourite line. It's my favourite line.
Oh yes.
Edgeworth, you fucking
Fuck yes,
nerd.
I have been looking forward to this.
Savor it. Savor it.
I'm gonna. Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak.
Bravo.
The weirdest
Bravo.
way anyone could have said that.
He's just that sassy line to make fun of Phoenix with that grin on scowl.
Yeah.
Okay, Edgeworth, sure. Well, Dahlia's death.
I'm so happy I got to say that line.
What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth?
I mean, Dahlia Hawthorne is fucking dead.
She's super dead.
Right. I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years.
Oh.
Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Thanks to the persistence of Maya Fey.
Mia.
Mia Fey, even, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Mia Fey.
I wasn't even alive back then. Wait, was I?
Oh, shit, yeah. Mia fucking Fey!
Those eyes.
Yeah, it's spooky.
My. Hi, G. At
Spooky
the
baby.
time, Dahlia...
Hi!
Hi.
There's a G?
There is.
It was just missing following the story.
Doing okay?
Hi.
You just chilling?
Mhm.
Okay.
Vibing.
It's like she was
Vibe.
possessed by a demon or something.
She was.
It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. And her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed. Last month.
Executed?
Yes, we have the death penalty in this country.
That is what you're constantly fighting for, Phoenix.
Yep. I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. You still thought she was straight back then. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. This case that involves spirit mediums and channeling spirits.
Wow.
Absolutely no connection there, none whatsoever.
Not a single connection.
She's dead, and
whatsoever.
there's no fucking way we can commune with the dead in this game. Absolutely, it's never happened, not even once. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there is no way to revive them.
Oh, Edgeworth.
There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder.
Edgeworth is just extremely the Scully in this relationship.
It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth.
And what is that?
It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother.
What's their mother got to do with any of this?
She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from the branch family of the Karine channeling technique.
Did you say Karine channeling technique?
Do you know something about it?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, honey, have you got brain cells?
boy.
Is this finally getting to your brain?
Boy!
This wouldn't even be as bad had we not discussed this with Bikini like an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's got a brain like a sieve.
No, actually, he's got a brain like a puddle of goop right now.
That's true. Oh yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Fraudulent?
I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. We're gonna do it again. We're going through
Just
it
in
again.
case you didn't know.
I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. I have trauma.
I mean, it's not even in sepia.
That's because this
is
the
hardly convincing, Edgeworth.
This is the colour of trauma.
This is sad flashback.
It's when all the colour faded out of Edgeworth's life.
It's
Yeah.
I've never been happy since. They were stumped. And that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. I have a reason to not believe in this bullshit.
Edgeworth.
Go to the police records room. It's all there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file, and you'll know. Angry.
Of course.
Angry.
How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case.
Yeah,
Yes, how could you forget?
How
How
could you forget? The whole reason he struggles with earthquakes that you mentioned earlier. Oh dear. Edgeworth,
Dude, come on. Catch
you'll
up.
understand someday. And then you'll see that the Karine channeling technique is real.
I refuse for many reasons.
Well, there you go. Now we know. What do we know? Where is it? Dahlia's in here
Yeah,
now.
she is.
Morgan Fay's daughter and Iris' twin sister, and she was executed last month. Deceased.
Last
Dead.
month, huh?
That's very convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Morgan Fay's in here now, the older sister of Misty, and Pearl, and Iris, and Dahlia's mother.
And her age is still a mystery.
A mystery.
Age is still a mystery.
She's a mystery.
Well, it's rude to ask, you know?
She doesn't age. That's
She's
just a
still
general
alive.
rule.
She's just in
She-
solitary
I
confinement.
mean, I
She's not-
assume we
she's
can
not-
assume that she's at least, like, 16 years older than
How-
Mia.
So,
I mean,
she'll-
Elise is like 49.
so she's probably in
over
her
49.
50s.
Yeah.
Because Misty here is Morgan's younger sister.
Yeah, but she had the far greater spiritual power, so she
Yeah,
ended up
so
being
she
the
took
master.
over. So
Indeed.
Morgan's got to be 50s, 60s.
Indeed. Yes.
Hmm.
So yeah, now we know Elise Denim is Misty Faye, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's... Okay.
That's that, yeah.
Who should we talk to next? I think maybe Iris? Has some Cyclops.
Can we present anything?
Oh, can't wait.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was only 3.
I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night.
Oh yeah, I timed this well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The awful truth.
You said you were
You're
in your
back.
room at Hazakura Temple the entire time.
I was,
Do you
bitch.
Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes. That's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too. But I can't. Because this
Oh my
person
God,
saw you
Judy.
somewhere else on the night of a murder. I mean, we've been over this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bikini.
That's not the king.
I'm talking about... Okay. We'll share it to you.
Wow.
I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Her bikini.
Yeah, you've heard of her. Her
Every
testimony
now
in
and then,
court,
you know.
Every now and then. Just occasionally.
her testimony in court today was very clear. Oh, Sister Bikini flashback. Fine, do you want to do it, or should we just skip over? Left Iris there.
Nice.
Thanks.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of a murder.
Very impressive, Greg. The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock. I left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't match up with this.
It's the
Is
fucking
it
hood, isn't it?
the hood?
Mhm.
Yeah, you gave it to me at 10.
Yeah,
and then rang
bitch.
the lights out bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What you doing? What you doing?
Do it.
You
What is it doing, baby?
What is you doing?
You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night.
Ah!
Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Me! Who's that?
Me!
My dude.
Stop writing the game for me, G.
Mr. Right. It's not my fault you're so predictable.
We even spoke a little that evening. And that's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. Or maybe you have.
No, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of a murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility.
There were 2 of you?
There were 2 of her.
2 of you.
On the night of the incident, you were seen at 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
That's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible!
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
Stop looking at me.
Tell me more about how I'm trembling, Phoenix.
Bold to assume it's because of it. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me?
Clones, bitch!
Show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me.
Phoenix did just pull clothes
Here is a
out of his
photo of your
arse.
sister.
You got a twin, motherfucker.
You got a redhead bitch twin.
You got a bitch of a twin. You got an
evil twin.
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris.
Can't believe we're gonna use the fucking evil twin defense in court.
Yeah.
You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? This second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder. It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
You just said yourself a second ago.
The bitch dead!
Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Karain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
That's why Pearls wasn't anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
This is still so confusing. I was in my room in the doing hall now. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister. Dahlia. The other half of me who passed away last night.
Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of her murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
Excuse me?
Because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about?
This girl has been gaslit to fuck.
Yeah.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago?
No, he didn't. He's going to pretend he did.
He knows the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path.
Started her? She fucking murdered him!
Yeah, no, she was already there.
Started to make crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
To a death
Very
sentence.
careless of her.
Yes. It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful!
What you don't know, Phoenix, is that he's a dick.
Oh, that's okay then.
But I promised. I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge?
Because he was a dick!
What do you mean by revenge? Was he a dick?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
These are
Her
what?
mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
I'm sorry, did he just say sent her to hell?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fey family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Karine.
That would be Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Before long, the credibility of the Karine tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Misty Faye, made a terrible mistake. It was during their investigation of the DL6 incident.
Edgeworth's dad.
After that happened, my father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place, said it was a kick dive, and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple?
Yes. But when my mother took us, his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. In the place of his new family, you see?
Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her, being rejected by her own family. She's spiritually and emotionally.
Say the least.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. Oh, hi!
I forgot you were here.
I have just appeared. I was in the corner, just kind of watching your fumbling around, trying to get to the right answer, and now you know, so I can come back and do my dramatic reveal. Hello. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fey clan.
That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence.
It was you.
That college student, have you heard anything about him?
I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Yikes!
I see.
That bitch.
Thank
Stone
you for
cold.
your help.
Oof, what a bitch.
Stone fucking
You're welcome.
cold.
Stone cold. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise. Wait, there's
Thank
more than what? There was only one
Oh,
lock
look
before.
behind
Oh,
her, yeah.
We had an earthquake and now we're 5.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
There was an
That's not
earthquake,
how it
Edgeworth
works.
passed out, we got here and there
And
were
then
5
number
locks.
5. Yep.
I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock.
Yep.
Pearls is psyche locks.
She said there's a lot left to investigate. Technically, there's only one.
Only one thing. Yeah, there's the locks.
Yeah.
Look at those.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at them all.
Look at this psyche lock.
Oh, what else have we found since you were... We found that the sword
the letter,
Kane. Did
the
you
letter,
say
yeah,
that?
the staff is a sword.
The victim stuff, we already had that, I
Yeah,
think.
that's a sword.
Mm.
No
Oh,
one
that's why
knows
you're talking about
this.
canes with things in.
Okay, sword.
No one knows this except me and Detective Gumshoe. They're the only two who know.
Sword.
And the mysterious
Oh, the
burnt
burnt
letter.
Burnt
Once
letter.
night falls, something. As soon as you light go, use channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is out.
She is our owl.
Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. Now you can do it. Once this is burn the also make tell anyone about this letter.
Have you been watching SpongeBob SquarePants lately?
Absolute no.
Once this is burned up.
It's in a pineapple on the sea. Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. Good lord!
What is this? A Lemony Snicket
Bring
excerpt?
her vengeance to fruition. Was this letter sent to Pearls? She's a baby.
I do wonder who wrote this.
I wonder who.
Oh, of course.
Abby.
That's a kind of difficult word, Pearls. That says gravely.
She tried it best.
I said gravy.
Oh no! Oh, my heart hurts.
Oh yeah.
Poor baby.
Wait, I just accidentally figured it out when I was making a fucking joke.
There you go.
Wow.
That's very often how you figure stuff out when it comes to this game.
Yeah.
I was just fucking around. I was like, wait a minute.
It's like as well when you replay it, like, and you realize Pearls is talking to Elise, and she's saying, "What does this word say?" And she's like, "Oh, that says gravely." It's like, oh,
Yeah, and you're like, oh, shit.
What kind of book is Pearls reading anyway? Says Phoenix. If only he'd known.
If only.
Look at that! They really did make a fire right in front of the shack. It's just a shame we don't have the budget for it.
R.I.P.
Steiny, are you back?
I am here.
Hello. Oh yeah, you can do
Hello.
a Pearl if you like.
Oh yeah, I missed doing Pearl's voice. Oh, Mr. Nick.
You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off.
I think I've pretty much got all the evidence I need. I was going to say potatoes then.
Probably.
Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Well,
I love how Phoenix... Or sorry, I love how Larry acts like Phoenix cares about half-rotten potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
After dinner on the night of a murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Elise Nim's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Mr. Nim's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls, on the night of a murder, you went to this place, didn't you? Whoa! You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? And the next question is, who or what were you so worried about?
Yeah, I wonder.
Now, I'm gonna take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. I think it's Maya. Worried about Maya.
There's only one person in the world she could possibly have cared that much about.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the Special Force.
Oh, flashback, huh? We doing
Ripley's
flashbacks
on mute.
or... Okay, shush, of course.
Yeah, they're cold.
It's so cold.
It's fucking so reckless. Oh my god.
Don't blame me if I become one of those eternal.
Don't blame me if you fucking die.
Yeah, Rick. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow. I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura Temple bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh,
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. I believe. Is there a line here? As soon as you hear the lights out
Hear
bell.
the lights out bell.
Yeah.
You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper?
Some big language. Presume.
where did you?
But they're like, do you recognize this, Pearls? Tiny baby child. You need 7,000 hugs.
Yeah, poor
And an ice cream sundae.
Yeah.
Alright.
Potentially murdered somebody last night.
In the incinerator at the Inner Temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the offer of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was...
How many times can you say the same phrase?
It was Larry. Everyone knows it was Larry.
Definitely Larry.
This guy's been dead the whole time. He's just been channeled.
Wow.
Plot twist.
Fucking signs, plot twist.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter.
Gasp.
It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister.
Or a murderer.
Or a murderer.
Well, I guess she would.
Which seems like the more
I
important
think she
part.
know
of it.
now.
Yeah.
About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them?
Who do you think?
Never ask a question that you don't already know the answer to.
Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? Yeah.
Yep.
Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? Ba-dump.
You can literally hear her heart beating.
Oh.
But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you...
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Oh. Alright, Pearls, it's time you started telling me the truth. Alright, Phoenix, chill out a bit.
Fucking yelling at her.
Slams the desk. Come on.
Mr. Nick,
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
It's been her baby mother.
Underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Uh-huh.
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
Oh,
What?
baby.
Because I don't think you have any.
Oh, baby.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it.
I wonder what it is.
Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of a murder, but you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Huh? How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
Just fucking roast her, why don't you?
Yeah. Can roast her with a roast.
Simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it.
Remember that little joke you made?
Yep.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
What? Why would I do something like...
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
Oh my god, gravy!
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Mr. Nim on the night of a murder? Oh, flashback time.
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, for example, how do you read this?
It says, gravely, That's kind of a tough word.
Sure, Mr. Nim taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Sorry.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
Butter! To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange.
Oh, bless her.
I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless.
No, you're a baby.
Couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me.
You're a child!
Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Honey, no!
I mean, when you cry foul at all of these statements that she's making, remember who her mother was.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, remember who her mother is. Still alive.
Yeah.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple. With a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
You've explained this, Phoenix. You just explained this.
Yeah.
We just went over this.
Yeah, we just went over this.
I was sure it was the Master of Karine, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then...
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yeah, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Girls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to! I just couldn't help it!
Don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens.
Anyway.
That's you, sorry.
Then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
Yes. When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept.
Oh.
I threw the letter into the incinerator, and then I heated up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried?
God, that's a mental image.
I love Pearl so much.
She's a baby.
Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry.
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh! Just like that.
So, she never managed to channel the spirit.
I wonder why.
Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't Is there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
It was already being channeled by someone else.
Suppose there's
Perhaps
one other possibility.
Maya Fey.
It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Well, would you look at that?
Mm.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yep. It's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Larry. That clears things up.
Thanks, Larry.
Your input,
Yeah.
as ever, is valuable.
Then that would mean, on the night of a murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could.
I wonder who.
Hmm.
Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called a penitentiary.
Yeah, I know Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month, she told me
Oh.
She is allowed to wear.
And she's
Look,
just
time we've been
vibing.
waiting for
casually
has
have
This is
some
actually
date.
prison attire.
She only has one sprite, alright?
There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here.
Wait, she planned this like 2 years ago?
Apparently.
I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing.
Didn't we only decide to come up here like a weekend ago?
Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
I think it was Pearl's idea to come here.
It was Pearl's
So I probably
idea.
said that.
Point, yeah, actually.
And what else happened last month that we just learned about?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Point.
God, what a bitch.
Raising
Mother
bitch.
is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
Including murder.
Yeah.
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too.
Oh, you poor baby.
That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture with her letter too,
A picture?
of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time,
Pretty weird, huh?
Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
Yeah, Larry, you don't know
Isn't
shit.
this Tara?
Larry don't know shoot.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange.
Someone had opened it already?
Hmm.
Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us, so I'm sure Mystic Maya will be all right.
Look at that innocent smile on her face.
Baby.
What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh.
He's a little baby.
Oh, hello, you.
Oh, this asshole.
Finally figured it out. Have you tried? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot!
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a frickin' puzzle workshop.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
But it's all a waste of time.
Why do you say that?
Because Maya Fey isn't coming back.
Excuse me?
What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her trite. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but...
And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them.
Godot.
Hmm?
Ma'am,
What?
that is my microphone.
What was that, G?
I was just saying, imagine what if they'd had a few more people looking out for them. Godot.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Diego. She was your fucking protege. Maybe you should have looked after her better.
You should have done it.
Yeah, maybe you should have fucking done something, Godot.
I assume this is his guilt talking.
Yes.
But I
It
didn't
re-
know
it really
anything
is.
about what's going on.
Definitely his guilt talking.
What did I just say, Thrite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself.
Ow.
Ugh.
Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court. Tomorrow. Once and for all.
Dun dun dun. Mr. Nick? Is what that man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Oh.
No.
My dear Pearl. You've done so well, my child. My Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
This is very convoluted.
It's extremely
Well,
convoluted,
to
but
be
the trend of
continued.
Well, to be fair, this story reaches as far back as the first game.
Yeah, no, it's a good way to tie
Yeah.
everything together. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys.
Alright, wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Next time, continue
What?
next week, we'll be in trial.
The final trial.
The
Yeah.
final
Because I'm
trial
falling
trilogy.
asleep for like an hour. Jesus.
We did it though, we got it.
I was worried about you guys because it's getting late over there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of late, yeah. I've got my
Yeah.
sister's birthday tomorrow. Well,
Ooh.
today, I guess.
Yeah.
Happy
Yee.
birthday.
Alright, we should get to sleep then.
Oh god,
Yeah,
yes,
we
definitely.
Hmm.
It
It's
is
been fun though.
bedtime over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's been
Alright.
fun, yeah.
And I-
Yeah,
Great.
it's
I
nice.
think-
Like I got to say what is perhaps my favourite line in any Ace Attorney game.
It's a good line.
That's the first time I've gotten to have Pearl in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I've been around when she's been in,
Hmm.
so I'm glad.
Oh, me.
Alright. Good night, kiddos.
Good night,
I love you
guys.
all.
See you next week for the beginning of the end.
Indeed,
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Alright.
Love you all. Take care of yourselves.
Good
Take care,
night.
guys.
Take care. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, bye. Bye.